Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your Major League Baseball preview and predictions for a Saturday, July 31st. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your weekend. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by bullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Follow the top scores today at bullpenpicks.com. Our leader is still Art55, already the one-man party at 7-11. You got Brent, a new second-place leader, is at 687. And you got in-game Jerry D. Harris rounding up the top three pickers right here at bullpenpicks.com. Not ATS, bullpenpicks. All right, let's take a look at the SBI for Saturday. And what we do with this segment is we take a look at what's come in the last couple of days. Last night, you can see 60% of the favorites cashed in, 9-6, 7-6-2 to the over-under. So if you look at the 7-day average on those two categories, 57.4 of the favorites have cashed in, 42.6 of the underdogs. And looking at the over-under, we're in a neutral market for over-unders. In fact, it's been very balanced. Look at that, the last 2 weeks. Days for the overs and the unders, now back to the overs. So, you know what? Be careful. But if you go look at my system play, I do have a nice system play today on the Oakland LA Angels game. All right, let's take a look at game number one. And it's good to have the Blue Jays back. In fact, if you watched that tribute last night, very emotional tribute for the Blue Jays before the game. You saw that Charlie Montoya was very choked up. And it was nice to see the Blue Jays. Man, if you're in Canada and you're supporting the Blue Jays, you got to be excited because this team for the future, picking up Barrios. I love what Montoya did with Hand. He didn't put him in the closer role, put him up and set up in the eighth. I thought that was brilliant, and we'll see what happens the rest of the way. Now, taking on the Kansas City Royals today, Mike Minor up against Alex Manoah of the Toronto Blue Jays. Hopefully he can keep his emotions in check because, the young pitcher gets pretty excited. And minus 245 is the line here on the Toronto Blue Jays. Very, very exaggerated. No way Alex Manoah should be a 245 favorite against a veteran like Mike Minor. The over-under is set at 9.5. ATS forecast computer pick. Wow, look at that. A blowout. 10.9 to 3.1. The over-under at 14.15. And that's where I think I might lean here today. This might go over the total, but I don't think Manoah is worth 245. And it's no disrespect to him, but he's still a rookie trying to get his feet wet, right? And looking at some of the streaks here, Toronto on a 3-game win streak, 52-48 on the year, where Kansas City now 45-57. Houston taking on the San Francisco Giants. Now, the Astros, we talked about this yesterday. A lot of veterans on this team, and I predicted Houston on the bullpenpicks.com, and sure enough, they won yesterday. I went 10-5 in my bullpen picks last night, so don't forget, folks, if you want to follow my selections, check me out at bullpenpicks.com. My handle is Ronnie Ray. Now, the line on this game is minus 113. The over-under is set at 8.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to go with the home favorite in this one, the San Francisco Giants, 4.4 to 4.3. The over-under is set here at 8.77. Alex Wood going up against the old veteran, Zach Greinke. They're 15-6 in Greinke starts, and now the Houston Astros are on a 3-game win streak, and their last 4 have gone over the total. Oakland taking on the LA Angels. Now, the Angels coming off that 2-0 loss to the Oakland Athletics yesterday. In fact, if you looked at my system plays, I got a beautiful play on the total in this game. You'll have to check out that video to see if it's an over or an under play. A little tease right there. Minus 133 is the price here on Oakland. The over-under set at 10. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to lean with Cole Irving over Jamie Barria. And looking at the forecast, 6.5 to 5.01, the over-under at 11.53. Oakland on a 3-game win streak, and their last 2 have gone under the total. Baltimore taking game number 2 of the 3-game series, the 4-game series with the Detroit Tigers, winning last night 4-3 at Comerica Park. And now you got Matt Manning up against John Means. John Means, he had a bit of an injury issue. He came back and he's pitching pretty well. Now minus 108 is the price tag. The over-under is set at 9. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna go with the Detroit Tigers, 5.7 to 4.5. The over-under at 10.35. And looking at both these teams, the last 2 games have gone under the total. Boston taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays winning 7-3 yesterday at Tropicana Field. Minus 110 is the price tag here today against the Bull Sox. Over-under set at 8.5. Nathan Eovaldi taking on Ryan Yarbrough of the Rays. ATS forecast, going to lean with the Rays here, 4.6 to 4.08. The over-under at 8.71. Boston on a 3-game losing streak, 63-42 in the year, where Tampa Bay trying to get that top spot at 62-42. Should be a great race down for the American League East between the Blue Jays, Yankees, and the Rays and Boston Red Sox. Speaking of the Yankees, 3-1 win yesterday at Lone Depot Field. And Domingo Germán going to go up against undecided right now for the Marlins. No line on this game, but 5-2 is the prediction based on 8 previous games. 7.76 is the total. Seattle taking on the Texas Rangers. Tyler Anderson up against Taylor Hearn for the Texas Rangers. Now Seattle a 141 favorite. Over-under set at 8.5. ATS forecast computer pick. Gonna lean with the team that's last 4 games have gone over the total, and that's Seattle 6-3.7. The over-under at 9.75. Looking at the chances of winning for Texas at 66%, and they are on a 2-game losing streak. Philadelphia taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Bucks, one of my underdog plays at bullpen picks yesterday, and enough. 7-0 win yesterday for Pittsburgh. Now they're going to face Aaron Nola and the Philadelphia Phillies. JT Brubaker going to go here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sounds like JT Brubaker. Sounds like a hockey player that should have been on the Broad Street Bullies team, right? JT Brubaker. I don't know. Sounds like a tough guy on the old 70s hockey team. Just a really cool name. Looking at the price here, -168 for the Phillies. The over-under set at 7.5. ATS forecast going to go with the Bucks here in game number 2. 3.6 to 2.67. The over-under at 6.33. Looking at the chance of winning, 64% for Pittsburgh, 59% for Aaron Nola and the Phillies, who are now on a 2-game losing streak. Chicago Cubs taking on the Washington Nationals. This could be like a AAA affiliate game. Both teams losing a lot of veterans in the last couple of days. Now the price is 128 for Washington. The over-under set at 9. Forecast going to lean with the Nats here, 5-4. The over-under at 9.57. You got Kyle Hendricks going up against undecided for the Nationals. Cincinnati taking on the New York Mets. Check out my system play video. Got a good system on the side in this game. And -123 is the line here on the New York Mets. The over-under is set at 8.5. ATS forecast computer pick going to lean with Wade Miley and the Cincinnati Reds. 4.4 to 4.06. The over-under is set here at 8.5 based on 37 previous games in the database. So again, just if you are new to the Raymond Report and you're wondering where all these computer picks are from, it's from the computer selection based on the previous games since 1996. And what we do is we put a formula into the system, and these are the computer picks that we give you guys each and every day. So that's why if you're wondering sometimes, I'm a member of ATS Stats, but you picked the Mets here today. Again, these are computer picks, and this show is based on giving you guys solid information in the pregame. So this way, you know that Cincinnati's on a 4-game win streak, New York's on a 2-game losing streak, the percentage play of the Raymond Report betting system. So that's where this whole show was generated from, right? All right, so Rich Hill going up against Wade Miley. Now, Wade Miley, when he goes for the Reds, 12-6 straight up, 11-7 to the over. But look at the over on the Rich Hill starts this year. Now, keep in mind, he played for Tampa Bay and he got traded a couple of weeks ago. 13-6-1 when Rich Hill pits for either the Mets or the Tampa Bay Rays. So it could be a high-scoring affair here today at Citi Field. Cleveland taking on the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox losing last night 6-4 against the Tribe. And -152 is the line here today against Cleveland. The over-under set at 9. Forecast going to lean with the Cleveland Indians. 4.95 to 4.57. The over-under at 9.52. Tristan McKenzie going to go here for the Indians, and he's up against Dallas Keuchel, the old veteran here for the White Sox. And looking at the last 2 games for the Tribe, I've gone over the total. They are 50-50 on the season, where the White Sox are now, taking a look at their record, 61-42. I want to take a look at McKenzie's last start. Thought he had a really good game in his last outing. He went 6 innings against Tampa Bay. And let me see here. It was a 2 runs, earned runs, only 1 home run allowed, and 1 walk with 6 Ks. So pretty good outing there for McKenzie against the Tampa Bay Rays in the last game. Minnesota taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Now the Cardinals winning yesterday 5-1, and looking at the line, -145. The over-under set at 8.5. Forecast, the computer pick, gonna lean with Jake Woodford over Bailey Ober of the Minnesota Twins, 4.17 to 3.95. The over-under here is set at 8.12. Looking at Minnesota's last 3 games have been a loss, and St. Louis now 52-51 on the season. My line on the game, -118 for the Cards. You can see they're a bit overvalued here today at 145. The Brew Crew taking care of business last night, had to come from behind after that rocky first inning. In fact, they were down 4-0 in the first inning against the Atlanta Braves, but they managed to come back. 9-5 win over the Chop Shop. And looking at today's line, -145. First pitch tonight, 7:20. Total in this game is 9. ATS forecast computer pick, gonna lean with Kyle Muller over Brandon Woodruff, the burly right-hander for the Milwaukee Brewers. They're 13-6 in Woodruff starts, but the computer pick, based on 32 previous games in the system, going to go with Atlanta 6.4 to 3.9. The over-under at 10.36. But keep in mind, Milwaukee on a 4-game win streak. All right, the Dodgers playing down to their level last night to the Arizona Diamondbacks level. You know, anytime you get these teams like the Dodgers and they face like some of the worst teams in the league, it's amazing how they can play down to that level. And sure enough, the Dodgers losing yesterday to the Arizona Diamondbacks 6-5. The over/under here on tonight is at 9. The Dodgers a minus 195 favorite. Forecast going to go to the home dog again, 4.7 to 4.3. The over/under at 9. Dodger Blue on a 2-game losing streak. And the final game of the night, another loss here for the big favorite, the minus 190 here for the Padres. The over/under set at 8.5. ATS forecast computer pick gonna lean with the road underdog and Herman Marquez and the Colorado Rockies 4.71 to 3.84. The over/under here is set at 8.55. Yu Darvish scheduled to get the start here today for the Padres. Keep in mind now, Fernando Tatis re-injured his shoulder last night, so it doesn't look like he'll be a go here today. 9-4 was the final for Colorado yesterday. And looking at the records for the both these teams, 62-46 for San Diego, 45-59 for the Rockies. My line on the game, minus 177 for San Diego and plus 140 for the Rockies. All right, the Trends Are Your Friends segment brought to you by ATSstats.com. In the first trend here, we got the Cardinals 10-1 as a 140-160 home favorite playing on the Saturday. So they like those Saturdays the last 6 years, winning 90.9% of those games. The over is 9-1 for the Giants as they pick them to minus 120 home favorite after a non-conference contest the last 3 years. Angels 13-2 as a home underdog playing in the month of July the last 5 seasons. And let's another one here on the Giants. 13-1-1 to the over for San Francisco as a home team coming off game 1 of a series this season. So in game 2, 13-1-1, so 86.6% chance of this game going over the total. And the Tampa Bay Rays 12-2 as they pick on the 120 home favorite coming off a win the last 3 years. All right, there you have it. That is your ATS MLB baseball preview and prediction show for Saturday, July 31st. Don't forget, folks, you can get the entire website membership here and get 20% off using FB21. That's F is in Facebook or football. I don't know why I just promoted Facebook there, but F is in the football, B is in Bravo 21, and get 21% off your next membership here at ATSstats.com. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report. Cheers.